Elsa's immortality will be an essential plot point in Frozen 3. From helping Anna's kids to complicating Elsa's romantic relationship, her immortality will be key. Keep watching to the end to discover what new ally will finally give Elsa the partnership fans have been calling for.
Well, actually, a bridge has two sides, and Mother had two daughters.
Now that Elsa is immortal, Frozen 3 will definitely up the stakes. When you're an everlasting spirit, the normal challenge of mere mortals don't apply to you. Elsa doesn't have to worry about her personal fate anymore, so that frees her up to focus on helping others. We've got the theories you want to hear about, just how important Elsa's immortality will be in the third movie. What grave danger could Anna face, and how could Elsa help save her? What evil forces might descend upon Arendelle or the Enchanted Forest? What might enrage the other four elemental spirits and cause earth, fire, air, and water to become destructive again? And what will Elsa's immortality mean for her own personal relationships? Could she get involved with a mere mortal, like Honey Marin? Or will she meet another immortal spirit in human form, just like her, to form a romantic partnership with? Now that Elsa has been transformed into her immortal state in Ahtohallan, she stands alone in a unique position. She's an elemental spirit in human form, so we can be sure the responsibility will rest squarely on her shoulders when whatever major event hits, unless she finds an important ally. You'll want to keep watching to discover who that might just be.
Keep looking after the forest. I love you.
Anna and Kristoff seem to get their happily ever after at the end of Frozen 2. The third movie could very well start with their wedding ceremony. Then we could skip forward a few years to the pair being proud parents, and this is where Elsa's immortality might be crucial. We've already seen the lengths Elsa will go to protect her sister, so we can just imagine how protective she would be of her nieces and nephews. The peril levels would skyrocket if the youngest generation were the ones in trouble. Anna and Kristoff would surely place their children in the care of Elsa in the Enchanted Forest. But what might the danger be? Perhaps Anna and Kristoff themselves are battling against an illness that they don't want to pass on to their children. With Elsa being immortal, they wouldn't have to worry about her health deteriorating. She could become the children's guardian and to look after them for as long as it took. But what if the threat was over the entire kingdom of Arendelle and not just its queen?
The spirits all agreed. Arendelle deserves to stand.
Arendelle has had to face various dangers before. In the first Frozen movie, Elsa inadvertently set off an eternal winter. In the sequel, the spirits angrily tore through Arendelle, and then there was an epic wave from the dam being destroyed. So we've seen that it can survive terrifying situations, and that would mean that whatever evil force it had to face in the third movie would be on an epic scale. Perhaps that illness that took hold of Anna and Kristoff had spread to all the inhabitants. Elsa would be the only one who wouldn't be affected by it, given that she's immortal. So she would have to work with the Atholdra tribe, and only Elsa could deliver it and treat the sick. She would be immune to any ill effects, so she'd be the perfect medical helper in that situation.
I don't want to put anyone at risk again. And you're right, Anna.
These external threats are terrifying, but what if the danger came from within? That's super spine-chilling, and we've already seen how destructive the four elemental spirits can be. Elsa was able to tame them individually. She made friends with Bruni after using her ice powers in a battle with the fire spirit when they first met. She's on such good terms with Gale that the wind spirit passes letters between Elsa and Anna, and after a rocky start, Elsa literally reigned in Noct, the water spirit in horse form. Of course, Anna had her part to play in calming the spirits too, which she did by breaking the dam. She was able to restore peace between Arendelle and the Enchanted Forest, but that doesn't mean the earth, fire, air, and water spirits won't become vicious again. There could be a threat to the Enchanted Forest that sends them into a rage, and only Elsa can stop them, as she needn't fear for her own safety because she's immortal.
I promise you, I will free this forest and restore Arendelle.
The Enchanted Forest is precisely that, enchanted, and magic is very alluring, as Pabbie has previously warned. So it makes sense that when word gets out about the magic contained within the forest, people will come looking for it and attempt to invade the Enchanted Forest to gather up the magic for their own evil plans. That's certainly enough to enrage the 4 elemental spirits. Fighting bad actions with bad actions isn't the way to win. Elsa knows this from personal experience. It would be impossible for the other spirits to negotiate with the invaders, but as Elsa is in human form, she could stand up to the enemy in a way that no one else could. With no need to worry for her own safety, Elsa could be right on the front line. But there is a chink in Elsa's immortal armor, and that's the people she loves. Whilst she can't be harmed, her loved ones certainly could be, and that could cause some serious issues for Elsa.
This is my fault. They were looking for answers about me.
In both the Frozen movies, Anna has been the sister to have romantic relationships. She's been involved with both Hans and Kristoff. Elsa, on the other hand, has had other concerns, like how to control her ice powers in the first movie, and then how to find the voice calling out to her in the second film. But fans have been begging Disney to give Elsa a love interest, and there's been plenty of speculation about who that could be. Many fans are wondering if Elsa could get involved with a member of the Natholdra tribe, now that she's living in the Enchanted Forest. The two main contenders are Ryder and Honeymaren. But given that Elsa is now immortal, could she really get involved with a human? Surely that would create problems for the two of them further down the line. It could also create major problems for the whole of the Enchanted Forest. After all, the only way to get someone to like Elsa to surrender is by attacking and threatening their mortal loved ones. If an enemy comes to the forest to steal the magic, they could very well use Elsa's love interest as a bargaining tool. So, Elsa's immortality could actually put the people who are most precious to her in mortal danger.
You don't want me to follow you into fire? Then don't run into fire.
It's not just romantic partners that could be used against Elsa in the same way. Her family could be too. That's everyone from Anna and Kristoff to their kids and Olaf. Anna and Kristoff's family could be held as ransom by an enemy, just like any mortal love interest could be used as a pawn in the enemy's game. But would Olaf stand apart from Elsa's mortal family members? Could he also be immortal too? We have to wonder what Olaf's fate will be now that Elsa is immortal. She created him after all. And when she froze in Ahtohallan, Olaf's own fate was sealed. But since water has memory, Olaf was able to reform when Elsa became the new version of herself. Does this now mean that he is on the same level as Elsa in the living forever stakes? That would make Olaf an important ally for Elsa in the next installment of their story. But we think Elsa could have an even more powerful collaborator in Frozen 3 that we haven't met yet.
No, we're done.
We can't help but think that Disney will introduce a new central character to the third movie. It's just the kind of fresh approach that will give renewed energy to the next installment, and that new character will surely be important for Elsa. She's finally found her true self and her true place in the Enchanted Forest, and that's all really positive. But we can't help but think that Elsa will have moments when she still feels really lonely. After all, Elsa sang about wanting to find someone out there who's a little bit like her in her big song, Into the Unknown. And she's now in a unique position as an immortal spirit in human form. Sure, she has the other 4 elemental spirits, but they're not in human form. And sure, she has other humans like Honeymaren and Anna, but they're not immortal spirits. So we would love to see another immortal spirit in human form, just like Elsa, join the lineup. And we would love it even more if Elsa formed a romantic partnership with this new character. They would be able to face the dangers together and work as a partnership to defeat whatever evil forces threatens the Enchanted Forest and Arendelle. But who could this new ally be? Where would they come from? There is so much more to learn about the Natholdra tribe that we can't help but think that there's the perfect origin story for this new character.
Said to be a bridge between us and the magic of nature.
In Show Yourself, Elsa sings about the reason she'd been pulled to Ahtohallan. She wonders if it's her destiny and the reason she was born. She learns about her parents' relationship, their fate, and where her magic powers come from. There are different views about the voice that called Elsa on this journey. Some think it's her mother, Iduna, while others think it's Elsa herself. Whichever story you believe, Elsa's mom is the key to her immortality. We learn that the nature spirits rewarded Iduna for her selfless act of saving Agnar by giving her a magical daughter. So wouldn't it be wonderful if Elsa's immortality could allow her to communicate with her mom and her dad too in some way? Perhaps she will discover extra powers in the third movie. After all, water has memory, and Elsa's ice powers are tied up with water, so maybe she can travel back through frozen water to the past in her immortal state and visit her parents. We've got chills just thinking about it. What do you think Elsa's immortality will mean for Frozen 3? Will it be helpful or a hindrance? And what romantic relationship are you shipping for Elsa? Let us know in the comments section.
Alas, only Ahtohallan knows.
Ahtohallan.
Please give us a big thumbs up and remember to hit that subscribe button to be the first to watch our latest videos. Thanks for watching.